Chelsea Football Club have appointed Liam Rosenior as the club's new head coach. Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Welcome to another video. Today's video is going to centre around this man right here. The big news story buzzing around the world of football today revolves around Liam Rosenior, who today has been officially confirmed as Chelsea Football Club's latest head coach to succeed Enzo Maresca at Stamford Bridge. Of course, if you've been following this story, you'll know that Liam Rosenior arrives from Strasbourg, who is under the Blueco umbrella. So it's basically the parent club taking the manager of the feeder club, essentially, in this scenario. And Chelsea have got their new head coach. So, of course, with this story, I want to know from you, what are you guys thinking and feeling about this topic of conversation, this big news story? Let me know your thoughts, comments, opinions, predictions, feelings, whatever you want to call it, down below in the comments section there. Use and abuse that section, people. And whilst you're there as well, of course, remember to hit the like button and also subscribe if you are new. Both things will always and forever be greatly appreciated from each and every single one of you. And without further ado, we're going to get on with the conversation ourselves. We're talking Chelsea Football Club and their latest head coach appointment in Liam Rosenior. Now, of course, this was basically football's worst kept secret. It was being said that even before Enzo Maresca was being sacked, that Liam Rosenior was said to be being groomed to one day take the position as the newest head coach of Chelsea Football Club at somewhere down the line. And of course, on the opening day of 2026, Enzo Maresca was sacked. And from that point on, Rosenior was seen as a leading contender for that vacant position. And of course, as we now know, just under a week later, he has been confirmed as the newest head coach of Chelsea Football Club. It is signed, sealed, and pretty much delivered as far as this story goes. Liam Rosenior was confirmed earlier today by Chelsea Football Club that he will be the newest head coach at Stamford Bridge and has signed on the dotted line on what is an incredible 6-year deal. That's probably the eyebrow raiser in all of this. Not necessarily that Rosenior is to become the newest Chelsea manager. Would they have gone for this kind of manager beforehand or in previous eras? I highly doubt it. But the biggest eyebrow raiser for me is 6 years. Pochettino didn't get that. Graham Potter didn't get that. And, of course, Enzo Maresca certainly didn't get that lengthy of a contract. So Chelsea are going all in on this guy for 6 years. And, of course, Rosenior was going to jump at the chance. Of course he was. It's a massive opportunity. A huge opportunity. An opportunity that may not come around again. I've said this before with certain managers at certain clubs. If we are to go down the Chelsea route, I said it with Frank Lampard at the time when he jumped ship from Derby to Chelsea. The opportunity to manage Chelsea might not be there in a year's time, 2 years' time, 3 years' time, whenever. So if the opportunity does come along, you have to grasp it with both hands. And that's exactly what Rosenior has done here. Of course, the news was confirmed earlier today by Chelsea Football Club. It's the same kind of statement spiel you get whenever a new manager is appointed. Rosenior basically talking to the fans and saying that it's time to get to work. He's happy to be there. It's an honour to take charge of such an incredible football club. All of that kind of usual spiel you get. And then apart from Chelsea, says that Liam has shown that he can build teams with a clear way of playing while setting the highest standards with players on and off the pitch. While there will continue to be a focus on player development, the club's expectations and ambitions remain high. Liam has the ability to get the best out of the squad quickly and joins us with the responsibility and the backing to ensure Chelsea continue to compete at the top level in all competitions this season and in seasons to come. Welcome to Chelsea, Liam. So that's basically what Chelsea have put there. Now, this situation hasn't exactly gone down too well with the Chelsea fan base, and the appointment of Liam Rosenior, whilst it's not exactly Rosenior's fault, has obviously led a lot of Chelsea fans to point the finger of blame at Blueco, Todd Bowley, Egbali, and whoever else is in charge in the people in power at Chelsea Football Club and Stamford Bridge. And it's easy to see why. This is a very unproven manager. He may be seen as a highly rated manager, but I don't follow Strasbourg enough to know whether that's genuine, legitimate, or absolute BS. I have got no idea. I don't follow and watch Strasbourg religiously, so I really cannot comment on whether or not this guy has a lot of promise and potential to his name that others are suggesting that he does actually have. But all I can think of in this situation is Chelsea of previous eras would not have done this. Chelsea of previous years, ownerships, eras would never have gone for a Liam Rosenior. Everybody that Chelsea have appointed, whether it be in the Roman Abramovich era, have always been managers that you could get behind that have got some sort of credibility and credit to their name, whether it be success in their own countries, success in major leagues, success in various cup competitions. You could always get behind it. Rosenior doesn't necessarily have that credibility, that resume to his name. This is someone who may have that promise and potential we talked about earlier, but nothing for the here and now. So, why have Chelsea Football Club appointed this guy as their newest head coach? Well, for number one, it obviously keeps it in the family, so to speak. Strasbourg under the Blue Co umbrella, under the Blue Co ownership, of course. They just simply take him because it's simple and it's easy to do. It's an easy decision to make. The second part is that this ownership want a yes man. A yes man. Enzo Maresca spoke out, fell out with the club hierarchy, sacked. Maurizio Pochettino spoke out, argued with the club hierarchy, sacked. Graham Potter spoke out against the club hierarchy, sacked. What does that tell you about the three previous managers under this new regime since they took over a few years ago? You fall out with them, you're getting sacked. This time they appoint someone who is in-house at the club already, at the ownership already. The likelihood is that you're appointing a yes man that is going to sit there and be happy with anything and everything that the club do. That's not necessarily what you want, especially when you claim to be competing at the highest level. You want to be competing in all competitions to the highest level. That's not exactly what I would have in mind if I was a Chelsea fan. If Liverpool did this exact same thing, I'd be calling out my club and saying, what the hell are you doing? But this man probably, what's the expression I want to use here? This man, Liam Rosenior, probably was gobsmacked at the opportunity to manage, to be the head coach of Chelsea Football Club. Jumped at the chance. Like I say, he's in the right place at the right time. And it could work out. This is the thing. It could work out. Maybe they know something that I, from the outside looking in, don't. And maybe a lot of other Chelsea fans don't see. And maybe other rival fans don't see. And so on and so forth. And it could honestly work out. And if it is, fair play to them. Absolute genius move. But I don't see anything other than a yes man. I don't see anything other than a lack of ambition. I don't see anything more than a managerial appointment that is destined to fail in a fan base which is impatient enough as it is. But add on top of that the fact that the ownership have created problems that is filtering down to the players and the squad. I see it turning more toxic. I see it turning more chaotic. At Chelsea Football Club going forward. Like I say, I don't think you can have a business model that focuses mainly on getting talent, which is young, promising, high potential, but then turn around and go, yes, let's spend a lot of money on the likes of Jamie Gittins and Alejandro Garnacho. If you're really focused on getting the best in show, if you're really focused on getting the best up-and-coming talents that are around at a very young age, are those the kind of players that you bring in? Not for me. I feel like there are probably better youngsters out there. But as well as that, if you want to compete at the highest level, they're not the kind of players you bring in either. You bring in players with experience, with know-how, with a knowledge and understanding of what it takes mentally and physically to go through the tough challenges and obstacles that await you later on down the line in the crunch games that make you win major honours and major titles. Chelsea haven't done that. And we've said that has been their Achilles heel. Experience. Experience. And yet again, they are bringing in yet another inexperienced manager. Someone who hasn't managed at the highest level, especially not in England. Someone who hasn't managed the kind of egos and the kind of potential and the kind of quality players that Chelsea do have at their disposal. The likes of Cole Palmer, the likes of Moises Caicedo. What exactly are they thinking right now? Are they looking at it going, I'm not exactly old, but I don't really want to be wasting another year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years down the line of not winning major honours like Champions Leagues and Premier Leagues at a club that is basically a social experiment at this point. Like, it's insane to me. It's insane to me, and I bet it's insane to them as well that Chelsea are going down this route. Because once again, you're hiring another manager, inexperienced, who's going to make mistakes on the job. He is going to make mistakes like what Enzo Maresca did, and you're back to square one, in my opinion. There could be the miracle, the very, very slim chance that this guy manages to kill it on the first time around. Maybe Chelsea are sat here at the end of the season with some sort of major trophy to lift up. Maybe in a year's time they are challenging for the Premier League titles or the Champions League titles. Maybe they are building a sustainable model. But it's highly unlikely. It's highly, highly unlikely that is the case. I just don't see it with this guy. I think they've just hired a corporate yes man to basically sit there, be grateful for where he is, be grateful for what he's got, and for this ownership to basically run ragged over this football club, which is not really a football club anymore, in my opinion. It's more of a business rather than a football club. So, yeah, make of that what you will. But, look, as a rival fan, I'm enjoying it, and I hope that obviously the crash and burn and in the mud kind of stature of Chelsea Football Club right now continues. But if I was a Chelsea fan, yeah, I would be annoyed. I would be frustrated. I would be raging at my football club, at my ownership, at the people in power at Stamford Bridge, and just questioning, what the hell are you doing? You might as well have stuck with Enzo Maresca. I understand that obviously he called out the club. I understand that obviously he went public with certain things he wasn't exactly happy with. But at the same time, in saying that, doesn't it just state even more that Bluco, Todd Bowley, Ed Barley, whoever's in charge and whoever's obviously made this appointment official, just wants a yes man in charge of their football club, rather than show ambition, rather than show any clear signs, make any statement of intent that you want to go for the major honours in the near future, rather than wait for the possibility and the gamble of 2, 3, 4 years down the line to get there. Why wouldn't you go for it in the here and now? It seems a good opportunity to, but it's another missed opportunity for Chelsea, in my opinion. I don't think if this is going to work out, but of course, those are just the thoughts, feelings, comments, opinions, whatever you want to call it, of this guy. I want to know what you guys are thinking and feeling. What do you make of Liam Rosenior being put in charge of Chelsea Football Club as the new head coach? Let me know what you guys are thinking and feeling down below in that comment section. Use and abuse that section, people, and talk to me on this particular conversation. Would love to hear what you have to say, because I'm sure what you have to say will make for great interesting reading. Otherwise, hit the like button on the way out if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you are new or want to see more content like this. Both things are always and forever greatly appreciated. And as always, thank you all so much for watching and listening. I've been Fletch. This has been another Fletch Talks video. And I will see you all again soon in another video or live stream or whatever it may be. Cheers, guys. Thanks everyone for watching. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy the rest of your day. Speak to you all again very, very soon.